So many people were wrong about you. So many people got you all wrong. And I know how that's like. Let it be known, guys, if you feel like people just don't understand you. People really think that they know you, but it's like it's hard to get to know you or it's hard to understand you. Let it be known in the comments as well if you feel like you're just a complex individual. Maybe you don't want to be understood. And so there's that. Let it be known in the comments if you feel like this aligns with what you feel is your story. A lot of people just don't understand you. You're misunderstood, you're oftentimes misinterpreted. People just don't really know you that much. They think they know you, but they get showed every single time that you're not that person. People don't really understand who they're up against, who they're targeting, who they're coming after, who they're coming for. It's kind of like frenzied. Like people just don't really know what they're about to get into. You're a mystery. You're a mystery. A lot of people just don't fully get the enormity of your presence, of your spirit. A lot of people are just kind of teetering. They're teetering in your life. They're not really stable. They don't really fully understand who you are, what you're about, what you have to offer, how strong you are, how resilient you are, how you don't back down from anything. You're cool with rejection. You've been rejected. You've been left out. You've been through the mud. You've been through struggle. It's a lot of things that you had to face, and people just don't fully know you, don't understand that, don't get that, don't see it in you, don't fully comprehend all that there is to comprehend about who you are as an individual. So you're oftentimes misunderstood. People are very wrong about you, very wrong about who they think you are, very short-sighted about who you are as a person on the planet. People don't fully want to get to know you as well. Some people think they know you already, right? So it's like when they are shown that there is so much more to you, people are uncomfortable with these details or these revelations. People are getting revelations about you. People are starting to see little by little that you are not that person that they think, or even if you are that person, even if they know you are that person, like they don't know how grand it really is. Once again, the enormity of it. For example, like some people may be thinking that you are smart. They may know, okay, yeah, he's smart. He's a little smart. She's a little, witty. She knows her stuff, but they don't know how much you actually know. They really only know such a surface level, very basic knowing of how much you actually know. So when it comes to light, when it's revealed to them that you know much, much more than maybe you've let on, or maybe that they didn't really get to know, but now that they're seeing it, it's off-putting to people. They were very wrong about you in the sense that they kind of put a cap to who they thought you were. Oh, yeah, he's smart, but I bet he doesn't know about that. I bet he doesn't know about this. I bet he couldn't do that. And then they come to find out you can do that and some, right? So people are very wrong about you. They misinterpret you. Once again, there's a high element of you being a mystery in general that gets people a little bit, spooked. Because the reason why is because, once again, if you're moving in a way that you feel is more mysterious or more to yourself, but on the outside there's people treating you like, oh, they know you, they know who you are, they know what you like, what you don't like, because you seem like a certain type of person, you seem like you like certain things, and then they come to find out, that they don't actually know you that well. They're going to start realizing that, as you probably think you are kind of like a mystery, they're seeing you as a mystery too. They're put aback because they're realizing now that no, we did not know all that there was to know about this particular person. We do see now that the thoughts we had about them were off, or just not enough. There wasn't enough, like, they didn't give you enough credit, is what I'm saying, for who you really were. They put a cap to your greatness because of how they thought you looked or what you spoke about. Maybe you kept things to yourself that they thought the knowledge they did have about you, that's just what it was. That's all it was. No, people were very, very wrong about you. Where people may think that you're lazy, right? No, you're not lazy. You get up, you make things happen. Maybe you don't do labor intensive work. It could be that, a lot of people go off of, well, if I don't see you physically breaking your back, you're not doing nothing, right? But not everybody's purpose is to do labor intensive work. But of course, some people do. That is their purpose, is to really get into their, build houses, take care of people. You got to lift people, hoist people up, be a caregiver. There's so many things, but maybe some people, they just feel like they don't see what you're up to. So it must mean that you're a lazy person or you're a good for nothing person, right? But then when they catch wind of who you really are, what you've really been up to, you don't get no respect. It's kind of like people just saying, oh, okay. And then they try to shut it down, like what you actually do, right? Like you could be somebody who is an artist. You can be an artist of any kind. You could be a photographer. You could be a painter, anything like that. Just for example, people on the outside looking in may be like, how do you even make your money? How do you survive off doing this kind of work? How do you survive? That's lazy work, that's not even really a job, and people don't understand how you're using your abilities, how you're using your skills. You may be a painter, yes, but you're well versed in the world of graphic design. You could be doing a lot of things online, have an online graphic design business that they don't see. They just see you as being a painter. Maybe that's just what you do in your off time. Maybe that's just part of your work. Maybe you have a whole other regimen that you do that they don't know about, and people don't, they were wrong about you. They didn't understand you were more crafty than that, more intelligent than that, and you love what you do. And you're going to come across people, right, who are very miserable inside in general. So when they see you, they'll automatically want to put a cap to your greatness because they know you're different than them. They don't want to admit that you are great. They don't want to admit that you are different, right? It makes them feel a little bit better in whatever they do. So when people start seeing, wow, they're wrong about you. You're a go-getter. You're doing a lot of things. You have a lot of ideas. It's things that they just did not have knowledge of before, of how serious it was, of how deep you're going, how hard-hitting you actually are. Folks were wrong about you because you are a mystery. All right, you are a mystery. You don't say everything that needs to be, that people think should have been said, like you do your own thing. You're probably a multi-layered individual. There's a lot of things you love to do, you like to do, certain things you do for work, certain things that you keep to yourself, certain things is just for you, certain things is for humanity. Sometimes you mix it all into one. That's you. A lot of people were just wrong about you, misinterpreted who you were as an individual. That's why some people, when they catch wind of who you actually are, you're going to start seeing them not really showing that interest, as it seemed like they knew everything about you before. Now, when they find out, no, I actually have a graphic design business. That's what I do for work. You don't see me doing it. It's an online thing. This is how I, get up. This is how I elevate. This is how I pay my bills. This is how you grow. This is your calling. This is what you love to do. Right. And so you're going to find people like not wanting to know more about it after the fact, because once again, it's like them being knocked off their high horse, being shown that, no, there's more to you. You were doing a lot of things. You're very multi-layered. There's a lot of things that you're very good at. People are going to start not asking about your job. They're not going to ask you about how your day was. They're not going to ask you about how are the sales going. They're not going to ask you about how many clients do you have. They're not going to want to show that interest because they were so wrong about you that now that that's been revealed that you are different, bigger than that, bigger than what they made you to be. It's going to be a lot of people acting like, and of course they were mighty high and they were more lively when they thought that they knew you. It's very interesting, and that's just one example. Let it be known in the comments if you feel like people were just very wrong about you, if people had the wrong idea about you, if people thought that you weren't actually working when you were working the whole time. Let it be known if you kind of popped out and people were kind of like, where did that come from? You can do that. Let it be known if people have doubted you as well, doubted your abilities, doubted that you were even doing anything. I had a lot of people tell me, oh, you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. What does Andrea even do? What does she do with her time? Right? Because I'm not around them 24/7. I don't got to be around you for me to not be making no types of moves, right? Let it be known if you feel like people have really discredited or make you seem like a lazy person who's lacking, a person who's slacking, a person who doesn't care about taking care of their responsibilities, and you're working overtime doing all that and more. Let it be known, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so very much for supporting the Mindset Elevator. There is more content coming. May is going to be a little bit of a busier month for me, but I'm going to try to post as often as much as I can. Real topics, real stuff. You know what I mean? As I like to do. All right, everybody. So I hope you guys are enjoying the very last few days of April. Keep going up, everybody. Keep doing what you guys do, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.